What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. Today, as the title said, we did not trust the trade today. Green day, as you see from the thumbnail, it was a green day. We were in the market for right around an hour. Pretty much been our standard. And just like previous days, we did take one trade after that hour period where we're just sitting around kind of watching the market do what it do, and ended up getting into one trade after that 10:30 time frame, small green trade. But overall, good day, but just have to learn to trust the trade. Once I get into a trade, if I think it's a good trade, I need to trust it. Ended up taking one trade that I knew was not a good trade. That one, of course, on those, need to get out of them. But if just feel that it's a good trade, I need to stay in it. But let's go ahead. Let's bring up TRADERVUE. Let's take a look at the details for today. Reviewing trades for Thursday, August 4th. We took 8 trades today. Closed P&L 76.90. So a little less than what we had been averaging every day. This is what we traded. MRNA. This is basically a flat trade. This one went 1R. I moved the stop to break even, and it came back and stopped me out. XOM, this was a nice short. We were risking 25 and we actually made 75. So that was a good trade. GBT did not let this trade work. This trade should have worked. MGM, this was that bad trade that we took. And it was a trade that wouldn't have triggered me in had I been looking for the right pattern, or should I say, waiting for a confirmation. Didn't wait for the confirmation on that one. CVS flat. That probably would have worked. MGM basically flat. That would have worked. Another MGM basically flat. That would have worked. And this MRNA, I don't remember. So let's go ahead and click that one real quick. Take a peek at it. This was a short. Getting in as it broke that area. Decent entry. We were looking for this to come all the way down to here. Didn't really pay this one no mind, and look what it did. It came right to it. Started pushing back up, so we got out. This probably had went 1R. Let's see. We only bought 10 shares. We were risking $10. And you see, it did go basically 1R before it turned back around on us. So expectation should have been right there. Expectation should have been right there. I was hoping, hate using that word, hoping that it would have pushed all the way back down there. But look at this candle here. This is why what looks like a 3-bar play is not a 3-bar play. Even though this thing, wide range, narrow range, it would have you think that this is going to be a nice little 3-bar play. Nope. Turn around and made a good move back to the top side. So this one, like I said, expectation would have gave us 1R out of it. While we're here, let's take a peek at these real quick and just see. Short, look at that. Getting in as it broke that area right there. Stop's going to be on the top side. Trust the trade. If you got faith in the trade, trust it. We actually had gotten 1R, I'm sure, out of this one. Let's see. 33 bucks. We was risking 25. So that had went 1R. Looking at it, let's come over to the left, to the left, to the left, like Beyonce says. Area of expectation. That's exactly where it came to. Came back up, and then this thing would have hit target. So have to trust the trades. Let's check out this other MGM for the entry. Getting in as it's breaking that area right there. Stop's going to be on the top side. This one here, when I took it, I was trading it back to the VWAP. I did not stick to my guns on this. This is another one that probably went 1R. Look at that, 33. Hold on, let's see something. So that one went 33. Let's check this one. Did I just double click these? No, 33.12. 33 even. So both of those went 1R. Expectation on that second one, it hit the target that I wanted it to go to. Should have got out of the trade. I had gotten what I wanted. Let's look at CVS. CVS, another short. Getting in as it breaks this line right here. Stop's going to be up on the top side. We clearly see that this one worked as well. What were we up? We risked $40 on this one. Not sure. Not sure. We'll have to see what the stop was on that. But this clearly worked. Have to trust the trade. Have to trust the trade. And I see I have not loaded the video up, so give me 1 sec. All right, let's get the video pulled up. We actually got this one started on time this morning, so let's get it rocking and rolling. And you see, we actually got it started right as the market opened today. We ended up taking our first trade at 9:35, so we're going to kind of just scroll on through this, kind of get an idea. GBT we had on the watch list and came over here looking for a 1 minute 3-bar play. We're looking at the bottom right chart. You see that that candle came down a little further than I would have wanted it to, but still kind of watching it. So let's go ahead. We switch over to BABA. See BABA on the 1 minute chart over here to the right. First couple of minutes, we looking at these first two charts down here at the bottom. Looking at the 2 minute and the 1 minute. So looking at that, trying to find a pattern. We see BABA is no longer going to the upside. So let me back this one up. This is going to be our first trade. So we come over here to MRNA. We see this nice wide range. We see a little resting candle. And it's already would have triggered us in. It would have already triggered us in. So we're going in, just setting some brackets. If it comes back up, we're going to go ahead and be a part of this trade. So $2.50 stop. We see that we had the target at $2.50. Basically a 1-to-1 trade. Nothing really over here on the left. We see that it was gapping just up over previous high of day. So it's clearing a good area on the chart. So everything on here is like, this should be a fairly good trade. So I'm gonna speed it up. We see that it has triggered us in. We have moved our target up considerably. That looks to be way more than 2-to-1 right there. But we see it's slowly getting into the money. We'll just drag this and see what it's doing. So we were going to let that just work. We come over and look at CVS. CVS is off to the races again. And we come back and look at MRNA. It's doing what it's supposed to do. We had moved our target up just a little bit higher. Wasn't too much. I thought it was considerably higher. So just bringing it back down to 2-to-1. It's really what we want to see, 2-to-1. That's the way professional trading strategies, it's the way it kind of works. It just gets you 2-to-1 out of it. Every once in a while, you'll get the home run. But look at what it did. It came right up there, almost getting us 2-to-1, pulled all the way back. And you see we've brought our stop to break even, and we get tagged. And you saw how that thing caught slippage and came way below. And now look at what this thing is doing. Just crushing. So we're like, all right, that's horrible. We come over here to XOM and we see XOM has a little 3-bar play forming on the 2-minute. We had 2 other candles came in. Would like to see this big candle be one of the first 2 candles, but still not bad. So we're going to go ahead. We got our numbers good. This is a 25-cent stop. We didn't set our target. So, and you see we got 100 shares. We're risking $25. Like I said, on the shorts, now I'm risking 25. I think I'm about ready to go to risking full because we have been making money on these shorts lately. The shorts have been the bread and butter. Those have been the bread and butter. And we see this one, it's not playing around. It is already almost up to 1R. It is almost, it's at $22 right now. So it wasn't playing around. And that's what 3-bar plays should do. 3-bar plays should pop. They are true momentum trades. So just getting ready to move the stop down. I'll be going through my July trades, hopefully this weekend. And I want to see on all of my July trades how I would have fared if I did 2-to-1 all or nothing. And what 2-to-1 all or nothing is, once I get in the trade, I'm going to either stop out full or I'm going to make 2-to-1 on my money. Other way I'm going to see is once the trade has gone to 1R, if I bring my stop to break even, not $1 into the money, not $5 into the money, but if I bring it to break even, how I would have fared. And we'll see exactly how we fared trading the way we did trade. I think that I am going to see that I would have made a lot more money going 2-to-1 all or nothing. That's what I think. But I'm going to let the data tell me. But you see right now, we have already hit target. We're at 56. And what I've been doing lately is bringing my target a little past 2-to-1. And if a trade goes 2-to-1, I'll set my stop at target. And then I'm just trying to see if I can capture a little extra money. So right now, the stop, if this thing backs up and hits me, I'm already going to make what I wanted to make out of the trade. But look at where it's at. It's already $75 into the money, $80 into the money. So now I'm just trying to capture 1R at a time. Boom. I took it to 1R. It didn't let me get the stop set because it was some sellers already over there. So it wouldn't let me get into it, but it's going to move back down again and I'll go ahead and get that set. And like I say, we made 3R out of this trade. So every once in a while you get a double. I have been kind of batting singles lately. And this was one of those trades you get a double. And I'll take singles every day of the week. I'll take singles every day of the week. And every blue moon, if we can get a double or a triple or a home run, let's say this thing would have went 5 or 6R. We take those days, but let's be happy with the doubles or the singles, because singles put money in the bank every single day. Like I said, if we're risking $50 and we can make 2R every day, that's good. Because the thing with that is, as we increase the risk, let's say we increase that risk to $100 a day and we get 2R, now we're making $200 a day. So we take 4 trades, 2 of them work, 2 of them don't. We've made $200 risking that $100. based on this mouse pad I have on my desk, that's $50,000 a year to work maybe 2 hours a day. May have to get a little extra studying in on the weekends, which I don't have any problem doing. But that was our second trade, $75. So nice solid trade. So now we're let's see, when is our next trade gonna come along? 9:48. So I'm gonna go ahead, kind of speed this up. We'll see what we were doing. We're just going through looking. We see CVS kind of here. It was kind of flat topping. So we were looking at that. Came over, looked at Run. Run's a little choppy. Run was a little choppy, so we're going to keep moving. We come over, we check MGM out. MGM. We come back to CVS. We see CVS is breaking that little area right there. I'll go ahead, speed this on up one more time. And now we'll come to GBT. Look at what GBT did. It had gapped up in the pre-market to $50 and then flushed down, and then it kind of just grinded its way back up. So kind of got interested in it. Looking at the 10-minute, it almost was trying to set up for the 3-bar play, but it broke. And we're getting in off the 5-minute, looks like it, upper left. Stop just on the top side. We see it breaks at $1.30 stop. So triggered us in, and then it just kind of sat there. But it is in the money. So we'll go ahead and kind of start scrolling this through. Let's see what it's doing. It was up a few bucks. Still working. Look at it right there. It's almost up 1R. So we have brought the stop up. Look at that. Brought the stop up. We'll keep going. And now we see, let me go back. We see we had brought the stop up to about half an R, right at half an R. And let's see what it does. It kind of, we saw that thing flush down kind of hard. If we come over here and look to the left, look at that. Expectation came just about to our expectation area. Came down, flushed, tagged us. So based on first target, that came right to first target. Oh, what was that? That's CVS. Oh no, we're going through just looking at the pre-market scanner. Watch list wasn't really doing nothing. So kind of just going through. We don't take our next trade until 10:12. So we're going to kind of just breeze through these. This was one that I watched. Let's see if this is the one. Let's see. Trying to see. It was one I tried to get an order in on. Let's see if it was that one. Nope, wasn't that one. Or maybe we go back to it. So let's see. Trying to play a quick little just pop on that one and missed it. And it made a nice move. Would have been looking at first target right here. Look at it. Came right up to first target, but flicked over to that chart a second too late and missed the move. But let's keep going. We'll do faster doing this. We're going to take this up. Like I said, we don't take our next trade until 10:12. That was a trade that we had no business taking. Let's see, 10:12 and 43. So we'll watch it from here. See what it does. And it was MGM. Thing with MGM, look over to the left. Look over to the left. 3609. We got an order in the system, and this thing only has 3 cents worth of room from when we get in the trade. So definitely not a bad or not a good trade. This one here, as soon as this thing triggered us in and it didn't go above 3609 and actually hold 3609, I did tighten the stop up, but I should have been like getting out of the trade. I should have been getting out of the trade for this little minuscule loss once I noticed over here to the left. So it's always good to look to the left, make sure that there is nothing that's going to conflict with that trade. Other thing that I was looking at was the 30-minute down here, because I had switched this over to the 30. It was setting up for a somewhat 3-bar play, but again, this candle right here has a long time before it finishes. It has like 15 minutes before it finishes. So just a bad trade overall. I'm just kind of scroll through it. We see that it's kind of just hanging out right there in that area. So I come over to CVS. I see one of my favorite patterns. This nice big move to the top side and then coming back, getting heavy. Look at all the charts, the 2, the 5, the 10, all of them just having that look of like the weight of this trade is on the shoulders of this candle, and this candle cannot hold it. So let's go ahead. Let's move it up. We're going to get in this trade at 1017. So let's speed it up. Let's back it up. There we go. Getting in off of this candle right there. So 25 cents, 25. We are not fully share sized. Look at that. We only took 40 shares. We only took 40 shares on this. So we're not even in a half position. So didn't catch that. 40 cents with an entry of 103. So we needed this to go to about, we needed it to go 80 cents. So we needed it to go 80 cents. We needed this to go to 102.20. Is that right? Nah, I don't think that's right. What are you talking about? 103.33 minus 50. Yeah, 102.83 is where we needed it to go. So this here, we just undersized on it. We're probably getting close to being, let's see, man. Interesting. Look at it. So right now, we would have been up about 1 R. We would have been up about 1 R on this thing. Definitely would have been up 1 R right now, because that would have been 26. Plus, we still had 20 shares out there. So that was a definite misfire. We see here we about to stop out. We don't want to see that foolishness. So we bring our stop basically break even. Again, I'm going to be interested to see. But this is one, I got faith in this trade. I should not have messed with my stop. And there we go. We stop out. We know that this thing has to pull back. Look at this move. So it has to pull back to about half of the move, which is going to take it right to the 9 moving average. And then it's going to continue down. Look at it. It's already starting to continue down. So definitely a premature exit. Look at it. Look at it. That right there probably, what did I say? 102.83. 102.92. It's right there. And we see we've stopped out on MGM. Bad trade. Bad trade. Because like I said, having this little, look at that. It just peekabooed over that area. So that was a bad trade. And I knew it when I took the trade. I knew that that was a bad trade. So now I'm like, all right, this thing is about to head back down. It came right up here to this area. It doesn't quite look as heavy as I usually like to see them look. But let's see. We get in this one in 54 seconds. So let's check it out. We got a 15-cent stop. 330 shares. That's a full. We were risking $50 on this trade. I did not share size it down. That's a full lot. And again, this one, look where I put my stop at. I was playing this back down to VWAP because we know that VWAP acts as support or resistance depending on the way that it's going. So that was going to give us $50. Have faith in the trade. Look around. Trust the trade. Trust the trade. And trust that you saw a good pattern. If you don't see a good pattern, get out the trade. Look at it. It's working. Right now we're up 26. But we're just not giving it room to breathe. We're kind of like crowding it. It's like not giving it no room to breathe. Let's fast forward it. Comes back, tags us, stops us out. And then, bam, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So we made what? $6.63 when we should have made $50 on that trade. Crazy. So let's go ahead. Let's bring this up. Let's go. Let's see. We get in the next one, 1035. Boom. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, there we go. So 20-cent stop, 125 shares. It's $25 stop, or $25 risk, I should say. So we look up here, decent 5-minute, decent 10-minute, and we're getting in it on the 2-minute as it breaks this area, stop up on the top side. Another one that we have to have faith if we know that it's a good trade. First area of concern really is going to be right here. So we should get at least 1 R. And the thing with professional trading strategies is you want to be able to at least get 1 R out of that first move. Or so your first area of concern should at least take you to about 1 R. That way, if you are going to bring the stop to break even, it gives you a chance to do it. Or some people will get out of it, or they might exit out of half of the position at 1 R and then or at the first target area and then let it kind of work. But let's go ahead. Look at that. Almost up to 1 R on the trade. Look at that thing. Again, first area of concern, going to be right over here. And we bring the stop. Where do we have the stop sitting at? $15. And look where it came to, right to where we put the stop at. I remember seeing this as it was going on real time. And I'm like, look at that. I think I ended up bringing it up. Yeah, I move it up a little higher because I'm like, that's too close to comfort. But again, expectation is going to be right there. and it came right to it. That's the beauty of charts. And look, bounces up, tags us. We make 875 on that trade. But guess what? It never would have stopped us out, and it would have kept on going down. And then we don't get our last trade until 11:12, and I stopped the video after it. So right here, I was just showing at the time that I did this, the SPY had came right down to the 50 moving average. And Evan was asking me on what chart. In all of my charts, I have my 50 moving average synced to the hourly chart. So I was just confirming that. So this is a moving average that or a script that I created to where I can change the time frame. I could change the type of moving average, and then I could change the length of it. So all of my charts have the 50 moving average synced to the hourly chart. That's why I had that pulled up, just trying to make sure. But got a nice trade off the SPY in my Webull account. Yeah, see, there it is. That's why I got the SPY. Look at that thing. It came right to the 50 moving average, and it bounced. I got a call. I bought a call option right around here. I traded it back up to the VWAP. I put my stop in place to capture profit if it didn't hold VWAP. Ended up not holding VWAP, and I got out of it. I think I made about 22% on that contract. So got a good trade on that one. But let's look at this last entry for MRNA, and we're going to call it a day. We got in that one at about 11:12. Let's check it out. Okay, it already triggered us. We went a little too far. There we go. So again, we see MRNA is getting a little top heavy. We missed the entry. Look at that. It's already running. Let's see if we chase. So on these, technically should just say, okay, we missed it. Let's see what we do. So we take that order out the system. We knocked our share size down, and then we enter. So we already know that we have missed some of the profit. We're going to come up. We know by doing that, our stop is not going to be at, and we only was risking $10 on this trade too. That's why we had 8 here. So this could have brought the stop back up, but look at it. Look at it. Have faith in the trade. Take a full position. So right now, full position on our shorts is 25. Take the full position, and let the trade work. Come on, look around. And like I said, I attribute it to this market right now, but we gotta, I almost equated it to being scared. And see, now that I see that this was a half position, that first area was going to be about 1R right here. I was looking for this to come down to about right here. I think it stalled out right there though. But at this point, I'm fairly confident when I take trades, unless I just know it was a bad trade. That MGM trade, I knew that one was a bad trade. Get out of it. Like pull the fail safe on it and get out. But if it's a good trade, ride it to where you see your first area. Again, right here. And then if you look over here, you got another candle right there. This area right here might act as a little support and make this bounce back up. But we already know it going into the trade. That's the key. Already know it going in. But we're going to end up shutting the video down before this one even finishes playing. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. We made, what, $4 on this thing. And like I said, it ended up going and would have hit target. Man. You see the little emoji. It's going to be my little thing. Every day, depending on how I trade it, you're going to see the emoji. So You won't even have to know what my feelings was before I make the video. I had steam coming out of my ears. I told Evan, I'm like, I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. I think I told him, I can't even remember what I told him, to tell you the truth, but I just know it wasn't good. It's like, come on, dude. Like, trust the trade. I told him that's what was going to be the name of this video before I even had thoughts of making a video. I'm like, I got to call this one Trust the Trade. If I take a trade and I know it's going to be a good trade, trust it. And we didn't do that today. And it probably cost us about $100. Easy. But solid base hit day. Starting the month of August off good. Momentum traders, they are killing it because the small caps are just running ridiculous. Small caps, they popping. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you're still hanging out, please hit that like button for me. I would appreciate it. We are growing constantly over here at Living My Dream Trading. Just trying to get better every day as a new trader, as an apprentice trader. And as we improve, I asked the boss for a raise. I will be asking the boss for a raise real soon to be able to increase my risk. Let's see if he approves it or not. But hold on, let's go back over real quick. Let's take a peek at that one, then we're going to wrap this up. Look at it. You see how it popped on down right there to that area? Look at that. And look at us moving the stop down. Trust the trade. But this one did come to an area. So let's go ahead, wrap this one up. And we're going to be back at it tomorrow for a Fast and Furious Friday. Let's see if we can make it fast and furious. Let's see if there's going to be some home runs out there as that trade just stopped us out. All right. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Peace.